Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to a video on my YouTube channel where today I have a special guest again.
Dude, I've never been on this channel, man.
Never, man.
You guys are starting to feel like family.
Hey, that's what's up. Hashtag Splash Fam.
Oh, is that what you call it?
I guess that's
Splash Fam?
The Splash Fam.
I like that, Splash Fam.
But yeah, so I'm about to head to New York in legit like 30 minutes, not even.
Yeah.
So we just want to make a quick video, drop some value on you guys. So we actually already did a part 1 of this video on Hayden's channel. It's going to be in the description. Go check it out real quick. But we talked about mentors in that video, how to acquire them, you know, some things you can do to get better mentors and what's a good mentor versus bad mentor type. It
was kind of like, I don't even want to call it like a part 1 or part 2. It was like an expansion. Think of a funnel. You got the entry point and then more focus. This is the hyper-focused video. So if you have not watched the other one on my channel, go watch that first. Save this, open the other one in a new tab because this is like just more niche down on what we talked about in the end. So it'll make a lot more sense to help you out. Because literally finding mentors, that's what will help you not only save millions and spending money in, you know, failed business attempts, but just make it so much faster, so much more fun, so many more connections. Yeah,
so in this video, what we're going to actually talk about is networking with high-level people or networking with networking with like-minded individuals at like a friend level, not as a mentor level, but like a friend level, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was explaining in the video on my channel. Like, there's the biggest gap ever between, okay, I have students and stuff that I know, okay, who you know, they're doing 6 figures, some doing 7 figures, whatever it is. They've launched other businesses. You know, one now who's doing like close to 7 figures, has a car rental company with like 6 exotics. Whoa, freaking sick, right? But you know, he's great, but there's still a difference. There's still the mentor and the mentee. So to be able to go like from this to this, where you're both on the same level, like where me and Splashman, you know, we're friends. We've known each other for a very long time. Like, how do you get on that level, especially from someone where you were either paying them to learn in the beginning? How do you transfer that into a friend level? I believe that's very difficult. I've only seen that done a couple of times.
Yeah, almost impossible sometimes.
I've kind of done it to a few people, but more so, it wasn't people I ever paid in the beginning. You have to come with a very unique structure, which is what we're going to talk about.
It's all about positioning, and we're going to talk a lot about that in this video because we were just talking about it in his video too. But like a lot of people, they just position themselves in a very bad way right off the bat, and like right off the bat, we just look kind of down upon. We're not like trying to be mean, but like you kind of look down on people like those.
It's not our fault. That's the humans judging.
That's the psychology right there.
Everything is set up. It's literally, you're just setting it up. So when we hang out with, you know, 10, 15 people in a group or whatever, and then, you know, certain people leave, you all immediately know, like, who is that person.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
we've had that before.
It's happened multiple times, and it's totally fine. Like, if that's, you know, I just hope and I pray that specific person is aware of what the hell they were doing. Because it's screwing them. You know, maybe we might not be their goal to be friends with. That's totally cool. But, like, now we don't want to be friends with them either.
Definitely.
We can't. It's not that you don't want to. We can't.
Yeah.
It's weird. You'll realize that as you go, but I don't know. I don't know about you, but all this business stuff just in general, when I first started, it was just money, money, money. Now it's all like mindset, people surrounding, setup,
so much
networking,
more.
Structure, back end, like
positioning, so
everything is like what goes into it. It's just crazy. You just view everything.
Yeah, I think the end goal is to really be at a mutual level where you're not really paying, like me, you know, we both learn from each other, but we're not paying each other for it.
Yeah.
It's like a mutual thing. We're actual friends. We still hang out. And I think what we're going to talk about in this video is like how to get network with those people that you would even chill outside of business. Like me and him, we play basketball, we chill around, you know.
I mean, I play, he loses.
I'm gonna roll the clip of me like doing some nice.
Hey, you know what? That was after I whooped your ass in a 2-on-2 game. So he wasn't even. You know what?
All right,
we're gonna leave.
Roll the clip.
Okay.
Yeah, but so let's just start it off. So what are some tips that you have for people to really network with those people at that level where it's not really, you know, like the positioning is level right there?
Yeah, so when I was first starting, like getting into the branding end of things, you know, whether it was like just before YouTube or anything, just building an Instagram, just to get my name out there so that I would have a place to reach out to people on. Like if you DM me from your Shopify stores account or a dummy account that's blank and I can't see your face, it immediately ruins any chance. First of all, there's no connection. There's no nothing. I can't put a name to a face. You're done. So I started building up my personal page. And I looked at people who are now my very good friends. I'll throw it out there. I don't know if he's watching this. Been in my videos. I've known him for like 2 years now. Casey Adams, the big homie. You know, he had like, you know, a couple like 10,000, 20,000 followers back in the day, right when I was starting. And I was like, one day I'm going to be on this guy's level. And now we're homies. And it's like, it's kind of weird to say that, but it's like, I just saw that and I knew what I had to do. So I approached it from the standpoint of positioning yourself on their level, even if you're not. So it's really weird, but if you're going to go up to someone right now who's making $1 million a month, you almost have to seem like you're doing the same, or at least on the level authority-wise in certain marketplaces.
Yeah.
So you might only be making $20,000 a month, but you are absolutely dominating. Like, you're the main person inside of like some sort of business or some sort of industry. You know, where they have respect for you there. There has to be that respect.
Yeah, that mutual respect is everything.
It's very interesting to see just that setup and how you position it, but yeah, I don't even know exactly, like, it's just really, you got to be able to see that. I think it's weird that some people don't see how they're approaching people. Like, first of all, I'll give you one here. This is a common misconception. You go up to anyone. I don't give a damn who it is. If it's me, Splashman, Ty Lopez, Katy Perry. You go up to them in public, you take a picture with them, a selfie with them, you immediately drop.
Always.
Done. Ruin any chance. Done. So that right there is just, you're putting them on a pedestal. And that's what just constantly happens to them, so then you're viewed as the same. You know, it's really interesting to see, but that's why, you know, I'm never going to take a picture with someone ever right away. I don't have people on my pages or anything unless I know them really well, and it just doesn't matter. You know, like, I mean, I could take a picture with him on my Instagram. I could punch him in the face. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Beat him in basketball again.
Do a tennis ball.
Yo, this kid, I about to Snapchat my phone to fucking Trevor, the homie, and I'm like, hey, and he goes up to catch it. I just whip it in his balls. Yo, I'm gonna send him a Snapchat, insert that if I have it saved. If not, whatever, we'll just continue this. But you know, whatever, that's not really the point, but it's just positioning yourself on that level.
Yeah.
And how you do that, it depends on what you're trying to do. Who is the person? What do they do? Are they an entrepreneur? Are they an athlete? What industry are they in? Like, I think all of that is different. Just like, have common sense. This is where I'm really realizing, like, trying to explain something in words. What Ty Lopez said is very true. People just don't have common sense anymore.
They don't.
It's not common.
You know? I want to point out something, what you said, positioning-wise. I have a little story. I'm not going to reveal no names. So, you know, this is a little while ago. We're all chilling with people, right? And someone that's, I guess, almost high level, or someone that's a little higher than us, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but, you know, someone making more than us came to the actual place. And one of the person there started talking to them, but they were talking to them at a point where it's like asking for advice. So it's like, hey,
it's like immediately in that
right away, trying to take, hey, how do you do this? Hey, how do you do? Oh, I see you doing
take. They don't even remember his name. It's just take.
Exactly, but like, so I'm like, what I did was I kept my cool, and I talked to things that I knew that no one ever talked to them about. So it'll be
they're
like,
interested.
They're interested. I was so like, hey, I know that you know mindset, this was that, because I know
we're gonna reveal as little as possible here.
Yeah, and then you know the other person was asking them, oh, how do you do Facebook ads, blah blah blah. But I was like, hey, you know, I know you're really into mindset. What's your favorite book? Stuff like that, because people like
talk to them about a big shift you've had or something, so they can relate. Because you know, people go through different stages, and if someone's higher than you, they've probably gone through whatever stage you're going through. So it's always interesting, and not from an advice standpoint, just conversation about deeper.
My friend Henny, shout out to Henny, but him, he actually met Ty Lopez, and he told me that the first thing he did was, instead of asking for advice or whatever, they were like at a table with them. Instead of like asking for whatever, like advice or whatever, he started straight up talking about basketball because he knew Ty Lopez loved basketball. And they legit had a 20-minute conversation. And I'm pretty sure Ty would never do that with a random person.
Yeah.
And that shows a lot.
Ty did it with someone, I don't remember if it was Richard Branson or I think
Steve
it was Elon Musk, I think.
Oh, yeah, the Game of Thrones.
He was talking. No, he was like, you know, what's your favorite book? And it was like, you know, Elon's, you know, he's moving quick. He's a busy guy. He's got security. He's at some event. Ty just quickly jumps in like, you know, what's your favorite book? And the guy, you know, answers, I believe it was Game of Thrones or whatever.
Yeah.
Answered, and he immediately starts walking away. Security's escorting him out. And Ty goes, why? And he stops, turns around, walks back. He's like, I want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, take these stories. That's public information that you can go figure out. Like, all of that, just, it's positioning. It's how you intrigue someone. Like, be curious about it, you know?
I think that's very important.
Naturally curious, not like fake. You know, you can tell that. It's just...
Even like when I met Grant Cardone, all these stories, and I'm not saying that I'm in the level of Grant Cardone as a, you know, friend or whatever, but I made sure that I was not one of those person that right away when, hey, sales, and like took a Snapchat with him right away. I did take a Snapchat with him, but like not after, right? Salami on that. But I like, people were asking him about their business, sales, what they should invest in, but I'm like, how was your flight to Canada? When's the last time you came to Canada? I know for a fact no one else asked him that, but I did. I positioned it that way, right? It's not like me asking, but and he gave me a nice answer, and he saw, hey, it's been 9 years since I came. So like just positioning, you gotta kind of learn it. And I think one of the biggest takeaways from this video is talking about things that they're interested in, but not that they do every day. Because like if you come up to like Hayden or me or like, ask about Facebook, I'm like,
I don't have anything to hide. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna give you like the craziest high level stuff. Like, I've never had to say to someone in public, like, look, I can't tell you that. I'll just answer your question. I'll just be kind of brief with it or whatever. And it's happened. Like with you, we got pulled over, like going to a gas station once, like multiple times on the side of the road. Like it's whatever, So it is interesting, like seeing that. But where was I going? There's one specific thing. I personally, and I mentioned earlier, talking about putting people on a pedestal. I always, where are we going with this? You saw someone in an elevator, I believe you were talking about. I've done this multiple times before, pretending you don't know who someone is. Okay, you have someone, the homie, and I've done that with multiple people, particularly like people with a brand, with YouTube, whatever, who are kind of famous, popping, young, whatever, social media, and just don't feed into their ego. Yeah, don't put them on a pedestal.
Oh my God, that's the worst.
Pretend like you have no idea who they are. Just be like, oh, how you doing? Like, what's your name? What do you do? Like, just talk to them like for multiple hours. And that's how multiple of my friends, myself included, have gotten in with multiple entrepreneurs, multiple of the biggest YouTubers that nowadays. Like, I'm not going to reveal names, but people in FaZe, Cloud, like whatever, like the biggest YouTubers with millions and millions, tens of millions of subscribers. Yep. That is how you do it. That's one way of positioning. That's like a piece of the puzzle. Yeah. So I think that's huge. It's all about positioning and how you come off with
everything.
That back to being just on the same level. You got to position yourself as such.
And I think another big part is also networking with. So you recently met Sales Funnel God. But you would have not met Sales Funnel God if you didn't know that I knew him as well, right? Yeah. So it's like kind of social proof. So I've connected with a lot of entrepreneurs, and we haven't really talked, but they know me and they follow me back, or they actually fuck with me just because they know that like someone like you or Tanner, they fuck with me too,
Yeah, I remember back in the day, I used to watch JR Garage YouTube videos 2-3 years ago, them driving their Ferraris to high school and whatever. Like, I'll send you a clip, insert the clip of him right there on the floor doing some, like, weird-ass stand-up shit, like, the last night. Went out to dinner for Kieran's birthday, like, I was racing him in the G-Wagon, like, friends, Like, it's now friends, it's social proof, like, other people connect me and, like, on the same level, whatever, like, Jeff, if you're watching this, man, find me a good deal on some cars so I can buy them and not lose money. Ready, like whatever, I can hit them up, whatever, FaceTime at 3 a.m. they answer, they're working, whatever. It's just that level. Yeah. And again, none of this is not even something you can brag about, but this is not to brag, to boast, to flex or anything. This is literally just because I see so many people screwing this up.
Wrong way.
And I used to do it wrong.
Definitely,
I used to. But that's the point of mentors. I don't know if this qualifies as us being your mentor right now watching this, but hopefully you won't screw this one thing up with finding mentors. Mm-hmm. Simple as that. Maybe I was your mentor on this topic. Maybe we both were.
Yeah. But hey, thanks for watching this video, guys. I really want to thank Hayden for coming on.
Of course, bro.
About to go chill at Newport Coast before we go to the airport.
Always play a little basketball, maybe.
Oh, maybe. Hey,
trying to get smoked out again.
Baller's life, you heard? But yeah, if you guys can take away one thing from this video, it's positioning. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching this video. It's probably my last video in California for a while because
You got to do a travel vlog, man. Like switching from California.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. But
show him what's up. All these private jet flights he's on, flying big.
Jet smart, jet sweet. You heard?
Jet smart. Yeah. By the way, like all these internet kids that you guys are trying to get mentored by, but in reality, they're too broke to afford a couple $1,000 a month for something that will directly help them. I got a lot of stories about that stuff, but I'll never publicly put anyone on. But be careful and do your research. If you like the video, like, of course, because if you liked it, you like it. Subscribe. Goodbye.
Peace out.